Ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa. Tonight on News First, a historic day for Kiwis with the most aggressive form of breast cancer. Pharmac says it'll fund Keytruda. In Britain, a Labour landslide ends 15 years of Conservative Party rule and Sir Keir Starmer becomes PM. And Joe Biden tells Democratic leaders he's staying in the race, he's just tired.
This is News First at 5:30.
Keytruda has long been hailed as a miracle drug, and now it could help dozens of women with the most aggressive form of breast cancer. For years, advocates have been calling for the medicine to be funded. Now, Pharmac has indicated that could happen as early as October. Here's Leighton Hakel.
For years, they've fought for better access to cancer drugs. Drugs that'll save them.
So pathetic.
And predicting President Biden will quit.
Still to come on News First, the Southland mental health workers needing counselling sessions of their own to deal with work stress. And the oldest painting in history, rock art, more than 50,000 years old. News First can reveal health workers in Southland, including mental health staff, have been given access to counselling sessions to deal with the stress of a hiring freeze. It comes the day after the government set itself targets to improve mental health services. Political reporter Amelia Wade has the known picture story in a cave on a remote island in Indonesia. It shows a pig standing still with its mouth partly open and at least 3 human-like figures. The picture's almost 6,000 years older than the previous record holder. Just ahead on News First, a final farewell and Scott Barrett bringing a new style to an old team. We join his first captain's run ahead of this weekend's England Test.
Look swiftly, live swiftly with a new Suzuki Swift and News First Sport.
Now, Scott Barrett is a new man in an old job and with a team keen to make an early impression on its new coach. But he's also a man who hasn't played a game of rugby in a couple of months, and tomorrow night's test against England will offer a multitude of challenges. Rugby reporter Ollie Ritchie has more.
Scott Barrett taking a moment to soak it all in. His first All Blacks captain's run in the books. He's gone about his business.
Murray won 3 Grand Slam titles, including Wimbledon twice. Now, you will know by now that this is First at 5:30's final broadcast. Since they'll be turning off my microphone in a few minutes anyway, I will by necessity keep this brief. There's been a lot written and even more said over the past few months about what is about to happen in the next 62 minutes, the end of News First and then the closure of Newshub. But the reality is that television news is and has always been about the people. So, to all of the producers of all of the shows that I've been a part of in the past 3.5 decades, firstly, I am sorry, but mostly I am grateful. To everyone in every newsroom and studio that I've worked in, thank you. I am grateful for your friendship, but also your kindness. Television, and especially television news, is a magical place, and I'm grateful to have worked with and sat next to some of the greats of our business. I won't name names because to start means never to finish, but please understand, this has been quite a ride, and I think I get off it a much better human than when I got on it in 1989. Prime News, as it was then called, relaunched in 2006 with, from memory, 2.5 minutes of black, just what felt like an eternity of nothing. We end 18 years later, better, I think, at filling the gaps. Now, in a few moments, they'll turn out the lights for the final time, but before they do, I also just wanted to thank you, our audience, for always making us feel like what we did mattered, because it did. And regardless of what the accountants might say, it still does. It was a genuine privilege to be invited into your homes at 5:30 every night, and for that, I am truly grateful. To my wife, Michelle, and to my best boy, Alfie, I am grateful for your love and also your support. And with that, until next time, whenever that might be, e noho rā. Goodbye.